Hello, everyone. Welcome to OpenONU Go call on December 8th. So let's begin. So the first item is, so December 17th is actually the code freeze was on 26th, November 26th. So the Volta 2.9 release will be on December 17th. So we have about a week and a half for the code release now. And the first item is we would, DT wanted to have ONU delete and the ONU come back fine. So I see the patches up here. And I see this one is merged too. So is this verified to be working? I see Hardik submitted and merged this too. So I guess this one is working.
I'm not sure it's working end to end, but I don't know if there were issues with the OpenONU adapter with this use case.
There were issues, you said?
No, that was a question.
I'm not aware of that. Hardik, I didn't hear Hardik mentioning about that, but I'm not sure if Atron folks have verified this. I mean, it's just a different OLT, but from the Volta stack perspective, are things working fine?
I think there might be some issues with the flow, but that might have been resolved by a different patch. I haven't checked that particular test in the last week or so.
Okay, let me tag Hardik and check with him.
Just for interest, because I think we have discussed this proceeding a while ago, and we were wondering how it is working. So if the ONU is deleted, then the question was how it is admitted in the system again. So the question was, is it just some reset done to the ONU in this case, or how does the ONU reappear in the system? So
yeah, when the ONU is deleted, I'm not sure what happens down below, but we do see a discovery again from the ONU. And the new discovery is, when the ONU sends a discovery again, and it's reprovisioned by the Volta stack. And of course, you will have to provision the subscriber
manually.
Sorry? Hello?
Was this my micro? No. Yeah, so it might be still not quite clear how this is working in detail, but and generally it works. Seems to be proven by this test case then, and well, I wouldn't expect any problems then from the ONU adapter side in case the ONU comes up with a new discovery again in the system. So then it just starts from new.
Yeah.
We were just wondering how this new discovery is generated in the system. So if we want, then we can dive into the details. We do not need to clarify that here.
Yeah, I remember Hardik mentioning a few weeks back that, I mean, he was not seeing new discoveries again from the OLT. But that was a long time ago when he tested, not with the latest Volta stack, and he wanted to retest all this with the new test case that he has written. I don't have the latest context from him. I'll update the document here when I hear back from him. But for now, yes, the patch is merged. The test patch is merged. Okay. So the device reconcile fails if flows are removed while the OpenONU adapter is down. I saw that this patch is merged, so I think we can close this item.
What is outstanding is a test because of the pending flows, we were not able yet to test the full feature. What do you think? Is this issue solved now? That we have these pending flows in this case?
You're talking about the flows in pending remove?
Yes, when the ones when the flows are removed when the ONU adapter is not present. This was the use case.
I have to check that. I still have a Jira open for it. It might have been resolved by another patch that I pushed in a couple of days ago, but I haven't checked. I'll get to it today.
Okay.
Okay.
So actually, okay, the patch is behaving as expected when the flows and tag profiles still present, and we also had cases where the tag profiles were deleted during our absence, and this was also correctly processed by the ONU adapter. But as I said, Thorsten wrote a special test case for it, and it is not could not be executed successfully until now. So, how should we proceed? Should Thorsten try it with the latest, Walter, or will you first have a look, Theo?
Let me take a look today. I'll update on the Slack channel.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, the next item, list of fixes that have not been backported to 2.8. So I saw, Michael, that you sent the information on the Atran dev channel. Let me create a Jira for that, and but in the next release, I think we can make some time to backport all those things to 2.8.
Yeah, the list is just my collection of things that we corrected in the 2.9 or master branch. And well, there might still be some discussion if the merge of all of this is necessary or only parts of them. So it's just I just took the corrections that I think that still might be relevant to 2.8, and yeah, ONF may decide on selecting some of them or all of them. So yeah, it's still, I think, a decision that must be done. So I cannot decide it. It's just
I'll check with Andrea, and we'll see what we can skip. Okay, the software update. This dispatch was merged as and the optimization path merged. Oh, okay. Amit wanted to send all the segments in one, and then messages one by one. Yeah,
sorry, Girish.
Andrea decided that we'll not. Sorry. Hello?
Yeah, you are hardly to understand. Your voice is quite bad to hear, so I do not know.
I'm sorry, I'm on a bit unstable network here. So what I was saying was Andrea decided that this we'll do that in 2.10.
So Girish, I think it was hard to you, but I think you said this is going into 2.10, right?
Right. So the next item is Jira for OpenONU Adapter commit active image. I guess this will be done in 2.10. Is that correct, Michael or Holger?
Which one is it?
4306.
Could you open it? Could you open it?
Yeah, I have opened it. It's 430. Do you have any comments on that?
You still see the minutes.
You should still be seeing that. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's this one. Can you see now?
Yeah, this is not
Yes,
yet
yeah.
started. And if so, it's not relevant to 2.9 anymore.
Okay. How about 2.10?
Yeah, this is some decision that ONF must do. This is something that might be useful to avoid too much memory usage within the ONU adapter, but it also depends on system constellations, how many ONU images are downloaded, and for how many different types of ONUs. So the priority and the release planning, yeah, I think still has to be done based on priorities for release 2.10.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay. Issue for download with multiple devices backward to 2.8. Yeah, I think I'll discuss with Andrea to see if we need to backport. I guess this is already supported in 2.9, right?
It is solved in 2.9, and I think and hope it is on my list of the outstanding issues for the backport to 2.8.
Call. Let me Yeah, I don't have any. Okay, storing of unsupported implementation of sending unknown MEs in ME attributes and baby sim.
Because he is already shifted to 2.10, no? The unknown attribute storing. Girish, we can't hear you.
I'm really sorry. I'm on a unstable connection right now. Cannot help much. Okay, so this has moved to 2.10 then. The next one was VoIP, and I'm pretty sure this has moved to 2.10. I think there are quite a few open patches, and the testing is in progress from next year. Is Ozgi on the call?
Özge is on holiday
I guess
this
not.
week. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure this is, no way going in 2.9. I mean, there's still quite a bit of work to be done here. Yeah, we'll revisit this in 2.10 then. Okay, then the can you folks still hear me?
We can hear you now, but you went silent for 20 seconds or so. Did we lose Girish entirely?
Seems so. Actually, the last topic on the list was testing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. I think Andrea mentioned, I'm sorry, but I'm in the car, so I cannot pull up the agenda, otherwise I would. About testing, I remember Andrea mentioning that Michael will provide a list of items, or was working on a list of items that need to be addressed in the future. Was that somewhere on the agenda?
Actually, we already discussed this. Do you mean the patches which were not merged, or what? What do you mean?
Yeah, no, I think that might have been.
Yeah, I can share my screen if that helps. Since yeah, it's in the car.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Chip.
And I think I'm probably not in. I guess I am. I even in edit mode, so I'll assign everything to Girish.
Thorsten, this patch I think is already merged, right? For the patch which is testing if the flow removal is working when the adapter is currently reconciled, right?
Right. It's already uploaded, and
but it was not merged because you said they should work. They should wait for the pending flow stuff.
yes, let's wait for the feedback by Matteo when he checked the pending flows.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll check it today. There is an open bug in Jira to track the ONU side of it. So I'll verify that today, and I'll send you an update on the Slack channel with a reference to the Jira.
Matteo, we have also seen some, what was it, LLDP flows pending. Thorsten, can you help me? There was some further stuff.
That was an LLDP flow that was not removed on OLT reboot, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that should have been fixed 2 days ago. Should be merged on OpenONU master.
Thorsten, have you also seen some issues with the flows in OLT in the OLT adapter, or was it okay in your tests?
The tests was so far, I think, okay, but I think I didn't check it explicitly. It's failed when the ONU's flows are not correct.
Okay. Okay, I see.
Yeah, there was an issue with the flows on the NNI on OLT removal that has been fixed. And there was an issue with the flows, the new flows stuck in pending removal. That might have been fixed by the other patch, but I have to go and specifically check for that.
Matteo, do you think it makes sense to additionally check the flows in the OLT adapter? I think when the command volt control device flows will access flows in the OLT adapter, right?
Yeah, when you do voltctl device flows, and then you pass the ID of the OLT, that will show the flows that are installed by the OLT adapter. Well, I think if you do voltctl device flows with a new ID, then you'll get the flows of the OpenONU adapter.
Okay, do you think it makes sense to additionally check this beside of the check in the ONUs?
Yeah, I think the more check we have, the better it is.
Yeah, okay.
So just to clarify, those flows that you get are the one that the core decouple from the logical device and sends to the OLT device and the ONU device, and so then they are used by the two different adapters, but I think they are still generated from the core.
But the call of world control device flows will not end in the ONU adapter. I think it will always end in the OLT adapter, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
So the adapters operate on those flows, but the flows are actually generated by the core.
Yeah. Okay, from our side, there's nothing else.
Okay, yeah, I don't have anything else either. Just a question. Yesterday during the TST, I've noticed that there are a couple bugs that are assigned. I think one to Michael and one to Holger. Do you think we are in track to close them for 2.9?
What do you? Which action items do you mean?
There were. So yesterday I was looking at the open bugs for Volta 2.9.
Okay. You mean you looked into the Jiras or?
Yeah, in Jira.
Now, probably this is not up to date. Michael, I think one of your changes is already merged, but the story is still open. Could it be?
I would have to check that. It might be still open because the stories are mostly set against 2.8 and 2.9. So it might be already solved for 2.9, and in some cases I leave it open because it's not solved in 2.8. So might be a thing like that.
Okay, perfect. But so regardless of the Jira status, we are on track to fix everything we needed to for 2.9.
Theo, when you still think there's something open, please address us, yeah, in Slack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Bye-bye.